Did you read in yesterday's L.A. Times Robert Hilburn column having to do with the Vice President Agnew's remarks, reference to, drug songs and all that there jazz? And Jim Dixon, the former manager of the Birds, has taken umbrage about it and is consulted his attorneys because in the remarks of Vice President Nixon of a few days ago, he mentioned the fact that it is his belief that these songs encourage the drug culture. And what went down with the Hendrix and all that number, it's a very sensitive thing in everybody's mind. And John Kay of the Steppenwolf was quoted as saying, how can they, give us a bum trip about it? It's not in the eyes of the groups. The groups are not, fomenting it. It's the people out there, man, and it's not really them. So there's going to be a lot of fun. I wonder if they can really take the vice president to court. It'll be interesting to find out, right? This is BMR on KMET. Back again, this is BMR on KMET, and I'm going to take care of some business right now. Very important business because that's the name of this little game. They're, without a doubt, the most renowned shop of their kind, and that is the Hip Bagel at 10955 Kinross Avenue in Westwood. Why is the Hip Bagel so renowned? Well, listen, why was Cantor's before them renowned? Not because Mort Saul once did a routine the night that Cantor's closed and all kind of number like that. But the Hip Bagel has gotten into... The bagel used to be a throwaway item, let's have bagels and cream cheese, man. Bagels and lox, blah, blah, blah. But they took it a step further. And they said, no, a bagel is really a thing to be placed on a pedestal and admired and cherished. And therefore they come up with bacon, bagel burgers, bagel cheeseburgers, bagel ham and cheese. It's very, very unethnic, but so together and now. The Hip Bagel at 10955 Kinross Avenue, if you want to see a bagel that has been crowned king. Well, I was in New York through Tuesday and Wednesday. Yesterday came into the studio by, we don't know how it got in here, a Beatle record. Who knows, man? They just seem to filter through to KMET. And I was all set to play it. And all of a sudden got a what they call a Twix. It's a telegram over the wire or whatever. And it's addressed to Richard Jansen, the general manager of KMET. And it says, the undersigned is the attorney for Northern Songs Limited, a copyright owner of the musical compositions entitled Teddy Boy, Don't Let Me Down, Dig a Pony, I've Got a Feeling, Two of Us on Our Way Home, Dig It, and All Across the Universe, some of which are contained in the new Beatle album Get Back. Be advised that these songs have not been cleared for airplay, and any broadcast of same is unauthorized and illegal. Demand is hereby made that you immediately cease and desist any further airplay of these musical compositions and confirm same to the undersigned. Your failure to comply with this demand will necessitate my taking whatever proceedings as may be necessary to protect the rights of my client, Robert Casper, 1780 Broadway, New York. And that, I guess, would be Northern Music or Maclen Music. Northern Music is the American thing for Maclen Music. And I was all set to play the thing, and I've never gotten a cease and desist order ever, ever, ever. This is B. Mitchell Reed on KMET, Metro Media Stereo in Los Angeles. Everybody's talking about waterbeds nowadays, right? And with good reason, because the waterbed is the greatest thing that happened to sleep since the invention of the inner spring. Okay. If you've been thinking about getting a waterbed, now you can have one delivered to your very door. The world's largest manufacturer of waterbeds, Pacific Waterbeds, presents Fat Bernie's king-size waterbed. I love the name. Yeah, 6-foot by 7-foot waterbeds, $100 value for only $39.95. $39.95 for your own king-size Fat Bernie waterbed if you act now. Just call 461-3631 and have a Fat Bernie's waterbed delivered COD right to your door with a 10-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, your loved one will love you for it. Well, whomever she or he may be. Or maybe have 2 or 3. That's good. And you'll even love yourself. Maybe you'll just want to ensconce yourself on your waterbed without anybody around. That's real narcissism, okay? Fat Bernie's waterbed from Pacific Waterbed. You can't do any better than that. I promised you some thoughts from Bianca and Mick Jagger, and I will give them to you right now. Jagger is exceptionally lucid, even erudite on many subjects, but he clams up about the first family of rock. He does say that marriage and fatherhood, they have a 3.5-year-old child, He does say that marriage and fatherhood has probably changed him, but added, I can't analyze how, and not yet. Having a child is a challenge. This is the line that really gets me. These lines. I only meant to do it for 2 years. I guess the band would just disperse one day and say goodbye. I would continue to write and sing, but I'd rather be dead. Remember yesterday I had the fantasy about him being up there on the Forum stage at the age of 41 with a sacroiliac? I guess the band would just disperse one day and say goodbye. I would continue to write and sing, but I'd rather be dead than sing Satisfaction when I'm 45. You better believe it.